Let's talk buying in a seller's market. So the first step is to be pre-approved. You want to make sure that you already have that piece of paper that says you're pre-approved prior to looking at homes. That way, if you see one that you like and that you want to make an offer on, you have the ability to act fast. Homes that are priced correctly in a seller's market go extremely fast. So we're talking like 1-2 days sometimes. It really depends, but most of the time they do go really, really fast. So you want to make sure you have that pre-approval in hand so that your agent is able to write that offer up immediately after seeing it. And also be ready for multiple offers. So multiple offers, those situations are really common in a seller's market just because the inventory is so low. There are less homes and more buyers looking. So you're bound to come across a situation where you make an offer on a property and so does one or two or three other families. So be ready for that. You're going to want to work with your agent and your lender to learn how to make your offer more competitive and see what works best for you. So for example, let's talk closing costs. Closing costs there's non-recurring closing costs and recurring closing costs. So it's going to be taxes, title fees, notary fees, and then your lender is going to also need to have a reserve of funds that they hold for like taxes and insurance purposes. So a way we can make your offer more competitive is by offering over asking price, and we can do that, and you can ask for closing costs at that point. So if you really need closing cost credit, but it's a seller's market and you think there are going to be or your agent thinks there's going to be multiple offers on the properties because it's priced correctly, then your agent should be able to look at comparables in the area and tell you if it will appraise at a higher dollar amount so that you can offer higher in hopes that the seller accepts to pay the closing costs. Or another item that we write in is like a who pays for what type of thing is going to be a home warranty. So typically I like to write in a 1-year home warranty that the seller pays it, because I'm a buyer's agent. I want my clients, to be protected in a home. So I usually write in that the seller pays for a 1-year home warranty. However, if you want to make your offer stronger and you really you don't want to ask the seller for anything, then we can take that off, or we can have you offer to pay for your own home warranty, or you can waive the purchase of a home warranty, but we always recommend that you get one. So another thing that's important to know in a seller's market, you're not going to lowball. Lowballing doesn't happen, and if it does, your offer is most likely not going to get accepted. They know that they have the advantage of it being a seller's market and that it's okay if they wait like a week or so, especially if a property's only been listed for less than 30 days and you're going to make a lowball offer, they most likely will not accept it. Your agent should be able to tell you by pulling up comparables what a competitive offer would look like. So say a property has been sitting on the market for over 30 days, or it really depends, because it depends on the price point too. So typically homes that sit at a higher price point take a little longer to sell because there's less of a buyer pool. However, homes in the lower median to low price range go a lot quicker because there's lots and lots of buyers that are qualified for that amount. So depending on what price range you are shopping in, will determine the average days on market for a home at that price. If you are looking at a home that is well above the average days on market for a home at that price, your agent will be able to pull comparables and tell you what a competitive offer would be, where you are not lowballing, but it is a competitive offer, meaning that there's maybe some wiggle room where you can offer a little bit less because of the market. Going back to being pre-approved and acting fast, you want to make sure that when a home goes on the market that meets your criteria in a seller's market, that we see it the same day in most cases, or the next day. So what I can do for you is set you up on a multiple listing service portal that sends you updates immediately when something hits the market that matches your criteria. You'll get an email alert and you can contact your agent, me, and I will arrange to show as soon as possible. That's going to be your best bet because you want to be the first one that makes an offer. I have seen scenarios where we've been in a multiple offer situation. However, because we were the first offer submitted, the seller accepted that because it was the first offer. So it really depends. It doesn't always work out like that. Another thing that you can do sometimes, if you know that you're offering full price and you just, you can't, it's a full price offer, no concessions, meaning you're not asking for closing costs, you're paying your own home warranty, but you're afraid that maybe, or you're concerned that maybe there are going to be people that offer over asking and you don't have the ability to do that. Say that you're at the top of your pre-approval range. You can also write a letter to the seller, and sometimes those letters really help give the seller an idea of who you are. It's better than just being a number behind an offer or a name on a contract. It gives them a little bit of your story, and sometimes that helps. So once they put a story behind the offer, sometimes that really helps. I hope this was helpful and gave you some tips and ideas and doesn't scare you away from buying in a seller's market, because it's easy to do. A seller's market just means that there are 4 months or less of inventory available, and it is, if interest rates are good, it's still a great time to buy. And as your agent, I promise that I will set you up for success and send you properties as they become available so that you can be one of the first people. Don't be scared of multiple offers. It's not scary. It's not as scary as it seems. And I am there to guide you through every step of the way.